Whispers of Night, Chapter 28, The Silver Flower. Kale could not breathe. The voice echoed softly through the ruined crater, almost carried by the wind itself. Kale. His heart slammed painfully against his chest. Slowly, he turned toward the center of the ruins. The silver flower glowed faintly beneath the moonlight, its petals shimmering like fragments of stars. Around it, the broken stone of the crater had begun changing into pale crystal. And standing beside the flower, a figure, blurred, unstable, made of drifting silver light. Kale took one step forward, then another. Lira. The figure flickered gently, not fully there, but unmistakably her. The same dark hair moving softly in the night wind. The same eyes, though now they carried faint traces of silver within them. Emotion hit him so suddenly he almost collapsed. You're alive. Lira smiled weakly. I don't know if this counts as alive. Her voice sounded distant, echoing slightly as if spoken from very far away. Kale stopped only inches from her now, afraid that touching her would make her disappear. What happened? Lira looked toward the moon above Velmora. When the gate closed, I became part of the seal. The words chilled him instantly. I don't understand. Neither do I completely. The silver flower brightened faintly beside her. I can feel it still. The veil. The space between worlds. Kale's chest tightened painfully. So you're trapped. Lira looked back at him. A sadness deeper than death lived inside her eyes. Not completely. But I can't stay here long. The air around her body flickered again. Tiny particles of silver light drifted from her fingertips into the wind. Kale reached toward her instinctively. This time, his hand touched hers. Warm. Real. But beneath the warmth, power pulsed endlessly. Ancient. Vast. Lonely. Lira closed her eyes briefly at the touch. I missed this. Kale almost laughed from relief and grief at the same time. You disappeared for weeks. I was lost. Her voice trembled slightly. At first there was only darkness. And voices. So many voices. Kale stepped closer immediately. The entity beyond the veil. Lira nodded once. But something held it back. A faint smile crossed her lips. The veiled king. Silence settled between them. Kale looked down. He's still alive. Not alive the way we understand it. She looked toward the stars again. He remained behind the seal willingly. He's guarding it from the other side. The realization hit Kale heavily. The king had chosen eternal imprisonment to protect the world. Just as Aurelia once had. Lyra's expression softened. He asked about you. Kale blinked in surprise. What? A quiet laugh escaped her. He said you were still too stubborn to die. For the first time in weeks, Kale smiled. A real smile. Small. Broken. But real. The silver flower beside them slowly opened further, releasing glowing particles into the night sky. Lira watched them silently. The barrier between worlds is weaker now. I think that's why I can appear. Kale's smile faded instantly. How long do you have? She didn't answer immediately, and that silence terrified him. Finally, I don't know. The wind around the crater grew stronger. Lyra's body flickered more violently this time. Kale grabbed her hands tightly. No. Fear entered his voice openly now. You're not leaving again. Lyra's eyes filled with tears. I don't want to. The moonlight around them intensified. Silver symbols briefly appeared beneath their feet. The seal was pulling her back. Kale looked desperate now. There has to be a way to free you. There may not be. I don't care. His voice cracked. I will tear apart every ruin in this world if I have to. Lira stared at him quietly, then slowly stepped closer until their foreheads touched. You always try to save everyone. And you always sacrifice yourself. For a moment, neither moved. The ruined city around them disappeared into silence. Only the moon, the silver flower, and the space between their breaths remained. Then Lira whispered softly, "Find the city beyond the veil." Kale pulled back slightly. "What?" Her silver eyes darkened with uncertainty. "There are places hidden between worlds. Ancient places older than the First Kingdom." The wind intensified again. Her body was beginning to fade. "The Veiled King believes one of them may hold a way to separate me from the seal." Hope ignited painfully inside Kale's chest. "Then I'll find it." Lira smiled through tears. "I knew you'd say that." Her form began dissolving faster now. The seal was pulling her away. Kale held her tighter. "Lira." But she was already becoming light. Her final words barely rose above the wind. "Don't let me become only a memory." Then she vanished. The silver flower remained glowing softly beneath the moon. And Kale realized his journey had only just begun.